game or late game rather. Yes, you do have Samira. You have some scaling options of your own. I just wonder if they can, I feel like the mid game fights are going to be much more in their favor compared to late game fights for Afrika. So would like to see some tempo, some aggressive pushing in the early game. We'll see if they actually do go for it.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Afrika here. I feel like they've put together a bunch of semi-answers to what is just a really stock standard good, scales well, but also does a lot of things in the early to mid game on the side of Nongshim. This is a composition that's tried and true and should just work. But I think there are some question marks in the mid lane, right? Like Azir versus Orianna can go any which way. We used to see this felt like every single day, every single mid matchup, and it's not necessarily decided. We'll probably bring up some stats to give you win rates between the two, but I think it often has to do with who's piloting either champion in a lot of instances. Of course, Azir did get a little bit of a buff, but I don't think that's going to do anything for how this lane is actually going to function. So whoever gets priority, I think, is going to be a real boon for their team in this game. So both of our mid laners now with a spotlight on them, and neither of them have really wanted one of those at all.
No, absolutely not. The pressure on both of them for sure. And it does look like we have a little bit of a delay. Not sure exactly what this is about, but hoping that we do get into the game in, just a moment, guys. So hang on to your chairs.
Yeah, before they take off.
I guess you could be watching on your phone somewhere.
Yeah.
Some tablet watchers out there as well. I see you.
A couple of times afterwards, but it sort of fell into history as Rich is going to have to flash here as Dread's making his way in. That's a great abduct from Keen, though. The Undertow is going to easily land, and this will be first blood going over to Dread's Olaf, of course, but it does mean that there's a lot more power given over to the Olaf as Bang going in onto Doctarm. Bladewell comes through there as well. Don't know how much it did, but the flash over and Bang.
Game, right? So well, Afrika going to look good. Yeah. Let's see this play down on the bottom side. I'm guessing this is okay, so it's an engage kind of gone wrong. As Lehens with the follow-up engage, he says Samira's going to be able to pounce on that Kai'Sa very nicely, which is exact. He forced him into an awkward trade.
It's similar to what Viego's going to be, because now, like, you used to have to know all of the ultis, and I'm going to hold my question just for a little bit as Rich is in trouble yet again. Puts down a barrel. It's a decent body slam as King gets booped back. Still going to die. And that's pretty good management of the turret aggro as well. So unfortunately, Rich suffers his second death of the game.
And 2,000 golds before 10 minutes is certainly a very nice lead.
Well, as the Emperor's Divide, as Bay is going to catch up to Fly there. Shockwave does get both of them, but collateral damage is going to be enough. And Peanut.
Very true. The early game doesn't exist for him right now. I think he's in vision.
Oh dear, Shockwave comes down. Bay is going to flash Shifting Sands, and he is going to be okay for now. The last tick of Ignite, not enough.
Up there, so you save it because the Mountain Drakes are so valuable. This engage not going to do much. They're gonna
Damn, that battle dance from Lehens was so sick, as now Dread's going to make his way in. Peanut now on the run as Bang flashes forward, gets that S rank, a lot of AoE damage, but teleports coming from absolutely everywhere. Kellen's going to flash at the last second. Keen moving on over, and Rich just says, get the heck out of there, guys. Keen's massive, and he absolutely is. And Afrika are going to get control of this lane. Keen will see whether he can actually get under here as there goes the barrel. They deliver the Gragas over, but he only loses half of his health bar. Another barrel flies out.
None of it went the way of Fly, which was a bit unfortunate.
It's a bit sad, but definitely good for Dread, who wants to continue to be valuable. Certainly is with the... okay, we've got a bit of an engage as there's the Grand Entrance. Quickness down as well, but not able to find too much more as Lehens is taken down by Doctarm. Doctarm's going to continue this spree. Double kill comes forward as Dread just running away. The Acathian Rain is terrifying as in comes Bay as well. Doctarm, does he have another supercharge? No, but he has a flash and just hops on over. That's going to be a very comfortable kill, actually picked up by Bay somehow. And now Peanut in the back of the pit looking for this first Mountain Drake of the game.
Not to mention the first Infernal that they took. And if they can take a good team fight here and take the Mountain Drake, they're in a fantastic position to take this game.
They get triple Mountain Soul. Rich is just never going to die. As we're going to go in, it is going to be Peanut that locks down that dragon, but can they win the team fight as well as Keen's going in with the abduct? There's the Shockwave onto two. Massive AoE though. The knockup is just gigantic on both sides, but Doctarm avoided all of it. The Acathian Rain comes down, but the rest of his team have been taken out already. He flashes over, looks for Fly, flies out of position. Doctarm the god. The rest of Nongshim gets out of there, and Doctarm takes care of the rest.
Shockwave right on top of that dragon. Again, I feel like it came a little bit too late, right? Because you have Dread coming in here, he's not able to steal the Drake, and then you start the fight. So that Drake is helping out here, making their tankier members even more tanky. But then you get this gigantic follow-up counter engage from Longshin. You've got the Emperor's Divide and everything like that. And then there's a lot of squishy members, and Dokdam wasn't really doing much. He was zoned over the wall, but then he finds his moment, gets one, and then he hops over the wall and picks off Fly as well. So able to get so much balance.
So let's give him a few games, shall we? Is Keen here just trying to engage onto Rich on the bottom side, and this is kind of what we were expecting, as Rich is like, well, now it doesn't matter about what happens in the lane, because I'm just a big tanky Gragas who's going to wander after you, take a drink, get a whole bunch of health back. Dokdam's coming down. Killer Instinct comes on in, like you say. And Keen, he's got a Killer Instinct of his own. He can go golden, stuff like that. He's wasting a bit of time. But it's pretty inevitable, Valdez. He's got himself an unbreakable will, and this is absolutely who Keen is as a player, is this ability's name. He has an unbreakable will. He continues trying to the best of his ability, as Afrika have started off this Drake. They're desperate to deny the soul. And we'll see whether Peanut can get into position. He absolutely can. There's the barrel back onto Keen as a fight on a couple of fronts here. Shockwave comes down. It is going to be the denial of the soul. And now we'll see whether Afrika can actually win the fight as well. Good flash out there from Bay. Is going to avoid a bit of it as now the Phalanx has been rebuilt. Dokdam trying to get the free hitting down. As the ball comes through, Rich now in a little bit of trouble. We don't have a Shockwave available anymore though. And it looks like it's a gentleman's agreement. Or is it going to be Afrika corralled up their bottom lane? There is a teleport coming on forward from Bay, but going to take a bit too long. It's going to be a big moment. Can Dread get to a soul point for themselves? As in goes Dokdam. They want to just get rid of the jungler already. Sterix has been popped. Conquering Sands not going to do too much. Is now Nongshim. He gets some pretty solid positioning around this area. Dread very low on health. It's going to be relying on that one Ocean Drake, Valdez. The value.
Yeah, you know, Olaf, it's certainly possible if you can find something to hit. Here comes Keen on the back line. This is going to be a really nice flank from him.
A Chain Lash doing a lot of damage, actually, as Nongshim getting poked down. Keen, great positioning like you were talking about. The orb needs to be respected, though, as Fly. Let's see what he can do. Oh my god, the quickness. So good out of Lehens. Everyone's going golden. But Dokdam's free hitting the Samira. Taken away first. That's a double kill already. Almost the triple as the Kaiser eventually gets taken down. Now Peanut trying to get over that wall as Keen once again trolled by the same position on the map. And Rich, look at this guy. He's a monster. He just doesn't get moved. Doesn't lose his health. Now doesn't have a lot of mana left, so I guess, you know, can't take another drink as Peanut looking to try and at least solidify this Mountain Soul, but Keen doesn't want to let him. There's a Cow moving around from the side. We'll see whether this 1 versus 3 is actually going to be possible, as Kellen's actually going to Hex Splash over. Looks like the 4 is going to get set up. Bay's in the area. He just teleported back. He's got full health, full mana, so this is going to be a guaranteed Mountain Soul. And Nongshim taking a big advantage in this game. Keen once again finds himself an unbreakable will. Like I said, certainly a big favorite for a lot of these Silases. Allows them to live a lot longer, as Keen now hops onto this Baron once again. Double blue trinkets going to be utilized onto it. So maybe a bit of a miscommunication as in goes Keen. Peanut takes a lot of damage here as Kellen has his own unbreakable will. Peanut just getting closed in on, and Keen is going to lock down that kill. The quickness from Lehens. Can he actually get in there to actually do some sort of CC as Bang grabs a kill, grabs a second. This is the danger of the Samira like you were talking about as Dokdam under the Sun Disc, but is he actually going to be okay? As Bang's decided to take this match into his own hands, dashing in and out, gets another reset. Dokdam going to be going down. That's going to be another one. And Afrika, they may have just done it. Just had to wait until 38 minutes to get the work finished.
And they find one member and immediately just blow him up. Enough damage in their comp to go for it. Another fantastic engage will go the way of Keen. He's certainly going to be my player of the game.
Yeah, Keen's an absolute monster. If he doesn't get 9 votes, I'm going to be extraordinarily upset.
I think he also had Zhonya's on top of everything else. Like, you're just not killing that Silas. And this post-game damage graph is going to say everything you need to know about this game, essentially. Down to the gold difference as well. I mean, this is just one team fight and a win, and Keen did insane amounts of damage.
32.2k, over double the next highest on the team, which was the Olaf.
be farming. Olaf is going to be farming. Maybe if one side decides they want to invade into Raptors or something, maybe we'll get some action. But other than that, once again, it's kind of like, how is the top lane going to go? And the bottom lane is extremely important. Last time around, Duckdom and Kellen got the better of them eventually, but they still went on to lose. So we'll see how this time it does turn around, Atlas.
Yeah, and I think early laning phase definitely went in favor of Bang and Lehens. They were able to get a lot of work done. Very different matchups this time around, despite the fact that our marksmen have stayed the same. The Nautilus plus the Rel is going to change things up just a little bit. We'll just have to see how it is going to go. I don't mind Dredgeline into the Crashdown. Can actually work very, very well to try and at least stop some of that early aggression. We'll see how Lehens is going to play this one out as we hop onto the Rift. I'm expecting Dread to spend a fair bit of time on the top side of the map. I think that Rich needs to be taken care of as Lehens. Not going to be clearing out that ward anytime soon as Flash forward. That's a great Dredgeline for Lehens, though, and that's going to say absolutely not to anything. Not even having to flash. And he's really set up. I think he's built the kitchen sink now as well. As in comes Peanut. Dread's finally going to pull the trigger as Undertow comes down. Kellen fully committing to this one as the Blade Wall gets a little bit of value as Kellen will be taken down for first blood. They're going to continue this as now Peanut's in trouble. The dash forward from Bang. There's the reset. Missed positions a little as Duckdom going to take a few autos, but otherwise not too much to worry about.
Now, Peanut is thinking about making some waves down on the bottom side. He says, well, you can take my red, but I'll take your red. Meanwhile, Afrika is rotating in to try to stop this as the Rift Herald is going the way of Afrika.
I love this response. Dredgeline going to miss, though, as the Attract Repel comes down, and Bang says, nope, I don't want anything to do with this. Peanut's going to get the smite down as there's the ulti out of the gangplank as well. Lehens taking so much damage. Blade Well almost keeps him alive, but it's not enough.
Yeah. Dread is up here, though, on the top side. He's looking to trade it back. You know, always look for other trades on the other side of the map if you possibly can.
Well, there's the Nara into the wall, and this is a very dead gangplank. Elementary, my dear Watson. That's it's about that gang. But Afrika now have themselves set on this Drake. They should be able to get there. Peanut hasn't actually been spotted making his way in here. As Bang gonna get engaged on, but he just dashes his way out. That's a whole lot of movement over towards the Samira, and she's taken down very, very quickly. Bay's teleported in as well. The Drake is taken here by Afrika, as now Dread's trying to make his way out of it. Fly comes on forward, but he's shockwaved to death, and that is a kill going over to Duckdom.
In this bottom lane. We're feeling good with the Gale Force available here, as here comes Peanut once again.
Yep, another shockwave comes down, and Fly waits a long time to flash. Does make it to safety in the end, as now Rich struggling at the hands of Keen as these hyper procs are huge. The Gnar is buffered a little bit too early. 3-0 Olaf. It is certainly scary times, but it's Peanut. He's still going to be running fast, but maybe I've just caster cursed him. Good two-man shockwave comes forward as Bang gonna have to flash himself out, but he's not going to be able to do it in time. Dissonance comes through. Now Peanut trying to stop the Olaf, but he's not going to be able to, and immediately just leaves. He's like, nope, if I can't boop him, I'm done. Not going to judge them too much as Nongshim set up for this Ocean Drake. You can see just sitting on their control ward. All 5 of them jumping out of the brush here. They get a nice little stun, and immediately Lehens is taken down. Magnet Storm in the back line. Bang's trying to dash to safety, but he won't be able to. Duckdom finds him. He's got his numbers. Rich taking a lot of damage, but it's just not enough. He's able to just stand in amongst his friends to keep himself alive, as now Fly standing on his own gravity field, but you ain't running away from this guy. Big thumbs up from Peanut, as remember, it was Peanut at the hands of the Udyr before against Pioshik, and he was the one that had to deal with it. Now he's the one having fun, as Keen's going to be taken down. They do still have a bunch of wards, but they're not exactly in priority areas. And in goes Peanut. He's running real fast. That's the dissonance power, and then the setup with the shockwave is beautiful. The Olaf going to be taken down through the Sterix very easily, and now Keen finds himself off to the side. The barrel's going to slow him down, and remember, he has no flash. He's well and truly dead, and that's going to be a Glock to the head for him, as Rich is going to put him down. Lehens now in the back line as well. He's going to go golden to see his death, and will be taken very, very comfortably as well. That was an absolute waste of a stopwatch, if ever I've seen one.
This time around. And again, you know, you still have potential with a lot of nice engage on the side of Afrika. You do have a Samira, etc., etc. It's a lot of what I talked about in game 1. As here we go.
Yeah, that's just going to be an explosion of damage on to Kellen, who will be going down, but Duckdom gets into the backline, goes golden, as well as the Samira taken down before anything can really happen. Fly trying to deal with Peanut, and now Dread desperately fighting against Bay. Everyone going in golden exactly when they need to. Bay's going to be taken down, though. The dredge line is good out of Lehens, as it's a double kill for Fly. Are we going to see it again, Valdez? Is Dread going to pick up yet another kill onto Rich? 4 left alive. There's only 1 up, and it's Dr. for Nongshim. No way that he can stop this.
Yeah, so we're really going to have to go back to the replay and show you guys how this happened. Oh, Dogdom's going to get a kill, though.
Fly just going to flash weirdly. He was absolutely terrified about what happened there, and immediately Afrika are like, well, not going to be doing Baron now. Track to repel. They're trying to set up Peanut for the success, as you can see. And who's he going to boop? Who's going to... Is he going to get the ball? He's going to have to pass it to him here. And now Lehens is going to go in. A lot of damage there onto Rich towards the backside as Red Health Bar is going extraordinarily low. Bang! Once again tries to be a hero, but he's not going to be able to fly. He's going to pick up that mantle. Goes golden at exactly the right time as it's a triple kill for the Olaf somehow. Make it a quadra. He was first picked for a reason, Valdez. It was genius all along.
9-2 now after that fight. The Olaf is the big MVP of this game, apparently. Somehow, he's just getting to run around the rift and do whatever he wants. And finally, we see an Olaf that has some fun. Although,
well, he might stop having fun now as he's going to run really, really quickly. We'll see whether he's actually going to continue starting this fight off as Kellen dives on in. Magnet Storm's there, but he's by himself. Absolutely just dead. And Dread's got a Spirit Visage and a Thornmail. Like, getting through this guy is really, really difficult. And,
maybe next week, I'm not sure. But either way, the
push
push now begins with the Baron buff, and Peanut is going on vacation.
Yep, Keen is going to run away. Stridebreaker comes in. Dom gets the message, and he's going to head on over as well. Big old hop from Keen, who's still running. The flash forward from Dom. Yes, you managed to kill Keen. Congratulations, Nongshim. Your base is in shambles. And it's not over just yet. Dread looking for some of these undertows underneath the turret. There's an early Ragnarok, and Rich is going to get dredged out of the sky and taken down to his Guardian Angel. Now Peanut's going to turn back up with Dom in tow. He doesn't have Killer Instinct, as a dredge line is fantastic to get Lehens out of there. But can they escape the Peanut on this Udyr? They don't necessarily know what to do. Lehens moving on in here at the same time. This Nexus, this inhibitor is going to be taken, as now Rich is the sole man defending. Okay, the Elder down extraordinarily low. There's the flash forward. Shockwave does absolutely nothing. And neither does the Rel. The Elder's going to join in on this battle as Dread's massive. Rel's going to die. And this is going to be the last dance that Nongshim are going to get invited to this series. Elder will be taken. The Nexus turret will follow us. I think it's just going to be a 1v1 on the top side for Keen. Yeah. At the same time as the Dragon comes down, eats the gangplank, and the Gnar will have the last laugh this game.
The Gnar has the last laugh, but so does Olaf.
No,
if you see that fight, oh man, Fly's gonna come in here and, well, not be able to get that denial on that one. But it does not matter. Afrika pull up with the 2-0 tonight. That was...
Can you translate that last one, which was...
That's exactly what it was.
Fly having a good game. As you can see, almost 40,000 damage coming out of this Victor. Second highest will be the 22k coming out of the Olaf. Definitely doing a good job there. Similar things, you know, Rich doing gangplank stuff, right? Does a lot of damage himself, but I don't think this game was about the damage graph. It was about that Afrika Canyon, as you can see right there, that they managed to climb out of.